This is fine. Now I just need to not get hit or run into a cactus. And all is one. And reality is restored, and we can continue to live in this corporeal hell for even longer than we already are. It's not a prison, if it's of our own making. Oh god! I have returned. Don't worry about that. I completely screwed up my flow of things, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyways, 3. That's a number. Oh, we're just back in the meadows. Cool. Well, that's... I don't want to say boring, but I like the meadows. It's cool. If there's a snow place, I'll be happy. Snow levels are always the best. Oh god, I don't know what that was, but I don't want any part of it. Things are getting... well, not worse. Actually fairly consistent. If anything, it seems weirdly better. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna be going this way because I want the fireplaces, so I can get lore. Because I feel like I've been lacking on that lately. Like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to be receiving lore. Oh, I thought that was death. Cool. Whee! So I'm not talking at the moment, I'm just kind of focusing on surviving. I haven't had as many opportunities to ramble in this. I'm sure that'll come up later. I kind of got all of the drugs and pulpas and thought forms out of my system in the first recording. Now I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could keep rambling about the Demiurge. Now, I don't know enough about Gnosticism. I mean, it's... okay. Do these explode? Those look like they're gonna explode. I've yet to hear an explosion. I think we're good. Anyway, so the basic gist of Gnosticism, my understanding of it, is that reality was constructed by a god that is evil and hates us and wants us to suffer, which is why reality sucks. So in order to... these seem to be coming in at an... okay. Oh, there's missile pods. That explains it. Yeah, I kind of missed those. What was I saying? Yes, the Demiurge was the one that created, Yaldabaoth, I think, is another name for it. Created reality so that we can suffer, because he hates us for reasons. I think technically he was created by God, like the Christian, Abrahamic God. You've been dealing with thought form manifestation. I'm assuming you are familiar with the Demiurge and the like. Let's get more plutonium in our system. What was I saying? Yeah, so Yaldabaoth hates us, for reasons that are not exactly clear. He's just kind of a dick. And wants us to suffer, so he created reality as it is now, which is terrible, which, I don't know, honestly doesn't seem that bad. Could be worse, could be better, but, you know. If we want to get into the... okay, I'm going full send on this. if we really want to get into saying could reality be better, then we might be getting into the Yuga cycles and how we're currently in the Kali Yuga, where everything is terrible and will continue to get worse for the next, I think it's like 30. I think it's like about 30,000 years. I think there's about 30,000 years left in the Kali Yuga. Then things will get great. Then it's a new golden age. Presumably when we defeat the Demiurge. But yeah, the Gnosticism, I don't know why I'm going on a dissertation about Gnosticism. I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh! How? I survived because it didn't register the hitbox. Ah! Well, that's lucky. What was that about? Right, yeah, so the point of Gnosticism is to basically break... Gnosticism is more or less the Matrix. If you have to transcend the Matrix, get out of reality... Oh, why did I do that? The rock called to me, and the intrusive thoughts won. So we want to escape from the matrix of reality, kill the Demiurge, and transcend to a higher plane of being, and do something. I don't actually know what. Oh, hello. You're not who I was expecting. I was expecting Robot Wife. Hello. What were you looking for out here? Oh, so we are acknowledging that you've come back and that I've come back. And that I found you. The source. You are you try too hard to be mysterious, Niata. The source? There's a source for all this? Oh, no shit, Zoe. Oh, okay, side thing. So apparently what I've heard is that YouTube, obviously they listen into everything you say in your videos, you're allotted a certain number of swear words per minute. I think, and I don't know how many that is, but I'm just gonna use them sparingly. Did I ever say why? It's because this is the first video I've recorded since the very, unfortunate subathon. That's what it was called. Yeah, and, didn't really get anywhere with that. So I'm just rolling on as I usually do, not really giving a crap. But I think, because I know that you basically, if I get monetized, if I swear too much, I'll get demonetized and it will be irrelevant. So I'm gonna try to train myself to not do that. Because hopefully that'll help me make money at some point. Please subscribe so I can make money at some point. Assuming I'm not already monetized by the time this video comes out. The machinery. Someone was prepared for this. Huh? I've lost track of the conversation. Please start over. You think they did this? Who else? They could be trying to help. What do they want? Exploitation. You don't know that. I think I saw their leader once. What are they like? Eyes devoid of hope. You wear too many white colors to be this goth and emo. You are wearing a skull though, so that kind of checks out. You will see her out there too. I'd rather not. I can't believe there were people out there planning for the end of the world. You actually probably already have met her, Zoe, you little idiot. Why am I so short? Why am I a dwarf in this world of tall people? It is horrifically unfair. Let's go on a wonky route. I'm allowed height. Why can't I be tall? Excuse me. Oh god! That's why I can't be tall. This is unfortunate. Yeah, just pinball back and forth in the crevasse. Good job, Zoe. Whee! There we go. Now I'm not dying. Anyway, so the Kali Yuga is... do I go on about the Kali Yuga? Sure, why not? This is just things I come across. I don't know where I found these sources of things. I just find weird crap, esoteric nonsense interesting. Don't get me started on theosophy. If we... Okay, hang on. So, I'm just gonna go on a story time while I'm running through the void. So, actually, we'll go on it in a moment, because I think we're almost... Uh-oh. Now we're good. So theosophy is mid-century esoteric nonsense that I shall elaborate further in a moment. Mainly the Germans were into it. Go figure. Hello. Random. Who are you? That is not what your face was. Oh no, not one of you guys. I've literally seen 3 of you guys standing around a piece of crystal and then dying immediately. Zoe, don't judge a robot by the color of its OSHA-approved work gear. Oh no, not one of you guys. Huh? Who are you? You're not after me. Why would I be? Are you going to damage the extractor over there? Over here? Because I'm just here to guard it. Then no, I'm not here to damage this extractor. There is no extractor anywhere near us, Zoe. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know that the universe is falling apart? I think you should get out of here. Is that a trick to get me to leave the extractor? My suit and my space-time stabilizer will protect me when the shatter point comes. From what I've seen, I don't think it works like that. No, it totally does. I wouldn't expect a civilian to understand. You are not OSHA or forklift certified. You won't have to wait long to find out. I hope you're right. I gotta go. Good luck with the excavator. Was I saying extractor this whole time? What does she know? I'll be just fine right here. I believe you. You have a completely different... I don't like your face. At all. You are... disturbing. Are you, like, sweeping for mines or something? What's happening here? Well, at least they seem happy about their job. Alright, later. I gotta... talk... Did I run through the fire and die? Probably not. So... Theosophy is, let's see, who are the main ones? Okay, I gotta talk about Rudolf Steiner. I was bringing this up, the previous day. This is such cheerful, goofy music to be going on about Theosophy to. So, there is this thing, when I worked at an animation studio, there was this thing that was happening, where they wanted us to go to this new little place that that was being developed by, oh god, that's a hole, about, what was it? They were making a new animation studio in this new, like, town development thing that turned out to be a 15-minute city, which that is a whole can of worms in and of itself that I shan't get into here. But anyways, they wanted us all to go to it for reasons. To, you know, show our support for the project, and... Okay, this is a complete side tangent here that you need to be aware of. They did not know how companies work, the people running my company, because I showed up to it. And you know what happened? Within a couple months, I was let go because they didn't have any jobs for me. Like, they kind of ran out of work. So I was like, hey, yeah, piss off, you're done. Later. We gave you no notice of this. What in God's name are you? You are utterly horrifying. Hang on. Hi. Who are you? So you are way too chill about literally everything. Like, look at this. Look at that. What in God's name are you? What are you? Exactly, Zoe. Can I help you? You seem to have your head stuck in a bell and a scythe for harvesting. You must be a farmer. Can you speak through the bell? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I'd rather you didn't come any closer. Are you familiar with the concept of stranger danger, sir? I don't think... Where did all those arms come from? Here. They've always been here. I have to get out of here. What was that? What was that? Who are you? You're you. Hi. I just saw a demon. There's demons. Oh god, the demons are spilling in from out of reality. We are destroying the reality of Demiurge. Oh, crap. What was the other one? There's Yaldabaoth and... the good one. Hang on. This is totally worth it. I need to look up what the other demon is. Not demon. Demon? Okay, so I just looked. It might have been Saboth? Saboth? I don't know. This is completely irrelevant to what's being discussed here, but in the game. But so I just opened the Wikipedia page for Saboth, and the first thing it says is, in Gnostic writing, Saboth is one of the sons of Yaldabaoth, the Demiurge. According to Hypostasis of the Archons and the Origins of the World, Saboth dethrones his father Yaldabaoth. In both accounts, Saboth repents when he hears the voice of Sophia. It's like, okay, I may have just accidentally gone down a Gnosticism rabbit hole, and I feel like I need to acquire some esoteric tomes. Because I do find this stuff so very fascinating in, like, a completely insane, unhinged way. Anyways, Nyada, do you remember the first time I came to your village? I was delivering a... I was delivering a letter bomb. I don't know why that got me so much. Yeah, the letter bomb thing? Mm-hmm. Why? You doing more terrorism? I just remember feeling welcomed in a way I never had before. Not like now, where you're really shunning me and making me feel unwelcome. Especially by you and Daro. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, Nyada? After running from place to place my entire life, it felt so nice. How old are you? What is your entire life? Like, 5 years? 20? How old are you? Of course I remember Zoe. It's a very important memory to me. Me too. Great, glad we had this great talk. So demons, there was like a 20-armed scythe demon wearing a bell that also had a scythe on its head. I don't suppose you know anything about that, or about, Alright, well, I'll be off. Anyways, so this place that I went to, this is the most discordant topic I've ever discussed. Yeah, I went to this place and for work. Oh yeah, this is different. It's lovely. Huh. Yeah, so they didn't understand how corporating worked. So what I understand it, and I'm sure anyone else would understand it, this is an extra work activity. So it's like, oh, hey, we want you to come to this company project sort of thing that we're investing in, and we're happy to, do. So, you know, if you're basically show that you're a team player and join us at this nonsense event that you obviously don't want to go to because why would you? And I said, okay, fine, I'll go. It's within driving distance. That was deadly. So I went and did the whole thing, talked to my boss, you know, showed that I was committed, I was a team player, and then, like, a month later, I was let go. So it's like, did you guys not know what that event was? You know that event was a test to see who's committed to the company, right? And I proved that I was committed to the company, and you guys still let me go. It's like, you guys started the studio, because they're a bunch of industry professionals. You guys started the studio not knowing how a business works, because you didn't realize that that was a test of loyalty to the company. You thought it was just a fun activity that companies do, and it's like, you assholes. I didn't have to go to this thing, I didn't want to, but here I am, and then you just betray me. It was real. I hated it. Anyways, on active, I don't know how to activate these things. What is this? Is that a sun? That's a disco ball. Yeah, sure, why not? Give me money. Anyways, so, with that out of the way, I'm just gonna stand here for a minute and talk about, why I brought that up. So, while I was at this thing, they were some hippy-dippy nonsense crap. I am away. Hippy-dippy nonsense crap about, oh, we're sustainable and eco-friendly and all that nonsense. And one of the things was, we're employing biodynamic farming to help sustain this community. And I was just looking at that, I was like, what the hell is biodynamic farming? That sounds like some pseudoscientific nonsense. So I looked it up on my phone, and it says, oh, biodynamic farming, like the first paragraph on Wikipedia says, biodynamic farming is when you grow crops and raise animals together, and you sort of use the manure from the animals to feed the crops as a natural source of fertilizer instead of synthetic stuff. You know, the way farming has literally always been up until the past 50 to 100 years or so. So I'm like, okay, that's stupid. Why is that what you're doing? Like, why wouldn't you just say, we're doing farming? Why biodynamic farming? And then I realized it's because they did not read the rest of the article. Because immediately after that first paragraph, it says biodynamic farming was basically created by the theosophist Rudolf Steiner, a mid-century German or Austrian who had some absolutely absurd notions about stuff, like, oh, if you want your crops to grow better, it's not just manure that they need. What they need, and I'm not even kidding, this is literally one of the things, is a bullhorn, like from a cow bull, hollowed out, filled with quartz crystals, and shoved into the ground so that it can conjure cosmic energies and funnel them into the soil to feed the crops. I'm not even kidding, that is literally what it was. It's like, oh, you guys did not read the rest of this article. You just read the first part, said, hey, that sounds cool, and then didn't realize that you were delving into the nonsense of theosophy. It was kind of funny. I didn't get the chance to bring it up with anyone, which is disappointing, because I'm sure they would have been absolutely perplexed by it, as I was. But yeah, that's how I got onto theosophy and found out about this. I'd heard of Rudolf Steiner before, so it was kind of a thing of like, you know, biodynamic farming was developed by Rudolf Steiner. It's like, wait, who is this guy? That name sounds familiar. Click on his links. Like, oh, this guy. He is... I don't think he was the type of mid-century German you're thinking. I can't prove that he's not, but it's like, okay, mid-century German who is highly focused on esoteric stuff and sorcery nonsense. It's like, okay, I think there might be a connection here that you guys don't like. He might have some similar interests to other esotericist Germans of that time period, which is not necessarily a good thing.